From 5 News, I'm Meteorologist Stephen Elmore. This is your 5+ extended forecast. Now, as we're going back home after the holidays, well, we've got a few things to talk about for some late travelers for this weekend. Cold front's coming in tonight. That's going to bring in some cooler air for tomorrow morning. I think everybody starts off below freezing daytime highs. Going to be a few degrees cooler. Obviously, you're traveling up from the north. We had some snow today across portions of Missouri into Illinois. That caused some slowdowns, especially in places like the metro areas of Kansas City and St. Louis. So hopefully by the time we get to the next couple of days, those roads cleared away, and now we can start to travel home safely for everybody, especially for our friends up towards the north. Chilly mornings over the next several days. I think everybody's starting off below freezing, at least through the start of the week. By the time we get late into the week, that's when some warmer air starts to filter in. It's not going to be by much. Daytime highs do return back up into those upper 50s and low 60s, but for the most part, we're going to still see average temperatures throughout most of this upcoming week. Here's a look at tomorrow morning. Again, cold front's coming in overnight tonight. It's not doing much. It's a dry front. It's not bringing much in the way of any precipitation either, but it is going to bring in some cooler air. Take a look at these temperatures for tomorrow morning. Heading out the door for your Sunday, temperatures starting off into the 20s across northwest Arkansas, across the river valley, staying in those 30s, but hovering right around the freezing point overnight tonight for a very chilly morning for tomorrow. Again, daytime highs going to be a little bit cooler than what we had for today. Daytime highs only going to top out into those upper 40s across northwest Arkansas. Some low 50s will be possible across the river valley. Pretty similar, upper 40s, low 50s should be expected. I think a few places reach up into those mid 50s for tomorrow. Good news is that we will see plenty of sunshine throughout the day. Just going to be a tad bit cooler. Here's a look at Futurecast for tomorrow. Again, tomorrow morning, we could see a few stray showers here and there. Excuse me, not stray showers, a few more extra clouds building in here and there. I think for the most part, we stay dry. Maybe a sprinkle or two could be possible just due to the extra cloud coverage. Very, very early in the morning, really when everybody's going to be already asleep. Cloud coverage burns off by the time we get past into the morning hours. Here's a look towards the afternoon, seeing lots of sunshine throughout the day. That sunshine hangs around until we get into the evening hours, and then we start to lose that cloud coverage, and then we'll start to see a nice evening as well. Future winds for the rest of the evening. Again, today's been breezy, mainly coming up from the south when it comes to those winds. Now that cold front's going to come in. That's going to bring in some air coming down from the northwest. It's not going to be too terribly breezy, but it's a steady flow of that cooler air for tomorrow. Wind gusts tomorrow morning right around 10 to 15 miles per hour should be expected, and weakening throughout the day. So not too breezy for our Sunday. Morning temperatures over the next several days. Take a look Sunday, Monday into Tuesday. This is where we're going to see that colder air lingering over the next several days. I think every day through the start of the week is going to start off well below freezing across northwest Arkansas. Of course, heading into the last month of the year, that's to be expected. Get a brief warm up towards the end of the week. This is what we're talking about. We're going to be seeing those daytime highs warming back up by the time we get to Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And those morning temperatures, not too bad for this time of year either. Mid to upper 30s should be expected. Across the river valley, really nasty start to the work week when it comes to how cold it's going to be outside. Wind chill values definitely going to be into the 20s. Morning temperatures starting off close, if not below, the freezing point through the start of the week. And then we get this brief warm up towards the mid and to the upcoming work week. Morning temperatures won't be too bad either. Surprisingly enough, yes, those rain chances will be possible this week when it comes to the warmer period. We're going to be seeing it warm up across the region later on this week, but then we get another chance for some rain, mainly targeting Thursday for that chance. It's not going to be much of any rain. Chances are very low right now, maybe a scattered shower here or there, but it also is going to bring in another blast of some cooler air towards the end of the work week and going into next weekend. Overall, though, not much in the way of any impact expected this week, especially when it comes to any precipitation. Maybe a few scattered showers later on this week. Here's a look over the next 6 to 10 days when it comes to the temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. Expecting to see below average temperatures across the Midwest and into the East Coast. I think we leak into that as well. Parts of the deep South could see some temperatures being cooler over the next 6 to 10 days, but some warmer air further out towards the west is going to help things up later on into the week. Here's a look at the 8 to 10 day forecast, 8 to 14, excuse me, and this is what we like to see, especially heading into the first week of December into middle of December as well. Above average temperatures are expected. And I think you'll like this even more. This part of it shows us what we could expect precipitation wise. And right now it's looking average for this time of year, the normal outlook so far. So I'm not expecting huge impacts as we get into the first week of December. Of course, that's long range models, and that could change very frequently, but all signs show right now that we should be good, not expecting anything huge when it comes to any snow chances as we get into the last month of the year. Of course, we eventually will see our first snow, just like our friends up to the north saw today. Close to 4 inches of snow in parts of central Missouri. Northwest Arkansas, the rest of this week, temperatures right around those upper 40s and low 50s. Very comfortable once we get into the afternoon for this time of year. But the morning hours, that's what's really going to be annoying this week. Through Tuesday, at least, temperatures will start well below freezing. More than likely see some wind chill values into the teens. But those temperatures are going to be starting off well below the freezing point. Of course, you know this line by now. If you have those plants outside, bring them in. This is what's known as that killing freeze. Going to be very cold during the overnight hours. Not a bad idea to kick on the heat. Maybe open up some drawers, especially underneath the sink, to avoid any pipes freezing. I think we're not getting that terribly cold just yet, but you know all the ways around the house when it comes to preparing for a couple days of a freeze, especially during the overnight hours. No winter precipitation is expected. There's that brief warm-up middle of the week towards the end of the week. Comes with a rain chance, though. That comes mainly on Thursday. You see how low those rain chances are, though. A few scattered showers could be expected. Really, what it's going to be doing is bringing some cooler air back into the forecast by the time we get into next weekend. Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley expecting that warm-up as well. Here's a look over the next several days. Temperatures in the daytime highs going to be right around those low 50s. Plenty of sunshine is expected through Monday and Tuesday. Are expecting temperatures to hover right around that freezing point. That brief warm up comes by the time we get to the middle towards the end of the week. Targeting Wednesday, Thursday, we could see some highs in those low 60s once again. When we see those rain chances towards the end of the week, not expecting much in the way of any widespread rainfall, but another blast of cold air will be possible. End of the week into next weekend, another cool pattern. Temperatures dropping right back down into those 30s when it comes to the morning hours. Really, the bugger this week is going to be the start of the week. Even though we see plenty of sunshine, it's going to be much, much cooler in the morning hours. Everybody starting off below freezing, at least through Tuesday in the morning. By the time we get to the afternoon, highs in the 50s and plenties of sunshine, and we'll see some warmer air by the end of the week. From 5 News, I'm meteorologist Stephen Elmore. That's your 5+ extended forecast.